Did you know that over 1 billion people in 180 different countries use WhatsApp Messenger?
Yeah, and the reason is because WhatsApp is great. You can send a text message, make a phone call, or a video chat all within one app, free over Wi-Fi anywhere in the world.
Yeah, and it works with iOS or Android.
So watch our video today to learn all about WhatsApp.
Hey, it's Barbara and Karen here, the Sync Sisters. Our channel's all about simple steps for tech-savvy living.
So if you like what you see here, please subscribe and click the bell to stay informed. And we love seeing your comments and likes, so please keep them coming. And also remember, watch the commercials. It's one of the ways we can continue to bring you this free content.
Today we're going to be talking about WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is an app that came out really back in the very beginning of the App Store in 2009. It was one of the very first apps that came out, and it was revolutionary because it allowed you to phone call and message people over Wi-Fi for free.
Internationally, anywhere in the world.
Yeah, anywhere in the world, iOS and Android.
Yeah. And so now it's evolved into this really great app that over 1 billion people in the world use. Yeah. And it encompasses all in one app, the messaging, the phone call, the video chat, even has like a Snapchat, Instagram story kind of feature.
Yeah, right.
And like we said, it's great to use internationally because it works on Wi-Fi and it's free, and lots of people use it on Android and iOS, and it's just a really great app.
Yeah, it really is. And it's a great company too. One thing to note, recently I saw an interview with one of their CEO, and now they're trying to take it into the commercial world.
Oh, yeah.
So they want to give us a way to communicate with businesses. So you could text your business and say, do you have this in this size? Or text your reservation, or I don't know. So it's kind of neat. The company is a strong company.
Right. And Facebook bought it in 2016 or 14, something like that.
Yeah, 2014. What does Facebook now own? I mean, really.
But the thing that's nice about WhatsApp is you don't have to be on Facebook or any social media. A lot of people kind of like that because you don't have to be part of social media. And you can still text and do all this stuff for free.
Right.
And it's just really great. So let's start taking a look at it.
Let's take a look. Yeah.
So the first thing we're going to look at is here on my phone, you can see here's the WhatsApp icon. And it's green and it's got a phone with a message bubble.
Yeah.
Pretty much sums it up.
It does.
You can text and make phone calls. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on it and go into it. Now, I'm going to start off with showing you how to chat or message. You can see there's a bottom dock at the bottom, and there's the chat with the two bubbles. I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. Now, we are using an iPhone.
Right.
So if you're using an Android, it might be a little bit different, but I hear that they're starting to make them kind of the same.
They just came out with a new update for iOS, and the Android people want that look. I think they'll get it pretty soon.
Right. And so I think you'll be able to follow along if you're not on an iPhone. So you can see when I go into the chat area, it's pretty much like any messaging program. You can see a list of my conversations, and looks very similar to what you're used to seeing in other programs. So let's go ahead and let's make a brand new one. So on the iPhone in the upper right, there's the box with the pencil in it, which means new. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. And then you can see when it comes up, you have several different options for choosing your contact.
Right.
I could go in here in the search button and type in someone's name when it would start coming up. Or I could do a new group or a new contact, which we'll show in a second. Or if you've been using the app for a while, you'll have your frequently contacted people.
Oh, nice to see that I'm in there.
Yes, you're there. And my cousin that I just stayed with in Hong Kong. Then you will have a list of your contacts that use WhatsApp. Now, with the first time you open WhatsApp, it's going to give you one of those alerts that says, is it okay to allow WhatsApp to access your contacts?
Right.
And you're going to want to, right?
You're going to want to say yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So this is many different ways you could start a new chat.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to tap on Barbara's name.
Right. Now, just a little bit about that. Once you say that you can, it can access your contacts, it's going to go out and check your contacts against WhatsApp's contact list, and then it'll pull in everybody who already has the WhatsApp downloaded.
Yeah, so it's kind of nice, you know who has it, and hopefully is using it.
Right.
So here I am now. I'm in a message thread, and I can scroll back and show you our history. It looks pretty much like any other messaging program. You'll see pictures and text and all sorts of fun things you can do.
Right.
So also you can see to type a message, there's the blinking cursor in the text field. So if I just type a little message, hi, Then you can see the blue send circle arrow with a paper airplane. Do that. Well, it sends it. Easy as that. Now, one thing to note with WhatsApp is once you send it, you'll see two gray check marks. Now, if it was a little bit slower, first would appear one gray check mark.
One gray check mark
means that WhatsApp has sent the message out
to the WhatsApp server.
Yep.
It's made it to the WhatsApp server now.
And then the second gray tick will mean that it's gone, sent to the person that you sent it to their server.
Right.
Then if I scroll up a little bit, you'll see this one has two blue checks.
Yeah.
That means that the recipient has looked at it.
Right, right.
So this is a read receipt that you might be familiar with in other programs. And it defaults to be on, and you can turn it off in settings, and we'll show you that in a little bit.
Right.
That's kind of an interesting little feature.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if we go back to how to do messages, that was a very simple one. You can see to the left of the typing field is the plus sign. If I tap on that, it's going to bring up some options. I could go to the camera and take a picture. I could access my photo library to send a picture that I've already taken. I could find a document. I could share my location, which is nice.
Nice feature.
You know, if I tapped on that, it was just going to text off where I am and the person can find me. And then this last one is contacts, and that's how you share a contact card.
That's great.
So
clean.
Yes, very nice. So those are some options. I'm going to go ahead and cancel. Now, if I go back to the texting field, to the right, you can see that there's a shortcut to the camera.
Okay, that's
so
nice.
That would just, take a picture of whatever was in front of me. I could text it off. And then to the right of that is the microphone.
Okay.
And this is to record a message. So let's go ahead and try it. You tap and hold. What time will you be over today? Now it sent it.
Right.
Now if I tap the arrow.
What time will you be over today?
The user can go ahead and tap the arrow and play it.
And that's really nice if you're in a hurry and you don't want to type.
Yeah.
It's great.
There's a lot of nice uses for the dictation. Well, it's not really dictation, it's recording a message.
Right.
Sometimes typing is a pain, right?
That's right. That's right.
So this is the text, pretty much all the text features.
Right.
I'm going to go hit the back arrow and go back out to our conversations. All right. And there's a few other things to look at. In the upper left, there's the edit. If I tap on that, this is how you would delete a whole conversation.
Sure. So you click on it and then your options
are... You can archive at the bottom left or at the bottom right, you can delete it.
Nice.
And archive ones you can save and, for future use.
Right. So you could archive something and then delete it if you didn't want to keep it in your list.
So I'm going to hit done.
Especially nice if it's a business situation. Maybe you're done with the client, you want to archive it, put it away.
Yep.
And then delete it.
Get
it out of your threads.
Yeah, you're done with that job. Yeah. But you want to keep it. That's a good smart one to think of.
Thank you.
Then you have the search field. If you're looking for, a thread with someone, you don't want to scroll. You could just type in their name and find them that way. And then down here you have broadcast lists and new group. Now these are two things that are really fantastic. They're two different types of groups.
Right.
So the new group, you can think of like in an email, it's as if you're copying a bunch of people.
Okay.
So when you send out a group like this, everyone will see who else got sent the message and their contact info.
Right.
Where the broadcast list is like a blind CC.
Okay.
So it will only show that it was sent to you. It will not show everyone else in the group or their information.
Which I really like, because I hate getting a group thread and then there are all these phone numbers and I'm like, well, I wonder who else got it. Who are those people?
Who are those people? If they're not your contact, they don't say the name.
Right.
And it also is great for businesses.
Yes.
You obviously don't want to be sharing, if you're sending out a promo or something, sharing everybody's contact list.
Right.
So either one works the same. You just tap on them and then you come up and you can go through and select the people that you want in the group, and you can name it, and it's really, really a nice feature, I think.
I love that broadcast list feature. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So that's the texting. It's pretty standard and has a lot of nice things. Oh, and you can see when I swipe down, here's my archived chats. If I tap on that, go in and see which ones I've archived.
Very nice.
So now let's take a look at making a phone call.
Let's do it. So down at the bottom, second from the left, you're going to see the little phone handle, the old-fashioned phone handle.
I know.
Someday people
My
are going to
kids
go,
won't know what that is.
Yeah, they'll be like, what is that?
They still know. Maybe their kids won't know.
Right. Tap on calls. And it comes up and it's going to, looks very much like the calls list on my iPhone, actually.
Right.
I think
Yep.
this
It's
new
showing you
interface.
calls that have recently come in.
Very clean.
Or been made.
Yeah. Up at the top, I can choose all or missed. So I can, again, see the calls that were missed or all. Very simple. If I want to go ahead and make a new call in the upper right, I just press the phone with the plus, and it brings up my contact list.
Right.
And here you can see that I can choose either phone or video camera.
Super easy.
Yep. And I can scroll through. I could search for somebody.
Yep.
So it's
so you can
really
make a phone call or a video chat super easy.
right here, very easily. Again, we have the edit feature, so you can go ahead and you can delete one of these conversations or one of these lists. So maybe you want to clear your call log, or maybe there's somebody you called you didn't want someone else to see.
Mysterious, right?
You could change that, and if you tap on I, you'll see their contact info.
Right. Which we're not going to show you, right?
We are not going to do
Then we'd
that.
have to blur. Too much blurring.
Too much blurring.
So now we're going to go move on to the camera, okay? The camera is a little bit like Instagram's camera or Snapchat's camera, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's kind of fun. It's nice that right within your message and phone calling app, there's this a fun camera.
Yeah.
So here I am, and you can see my desktop area.
Yeah.
And to take a picture, you just tap the circle, okay? And then I could add a caption if I wanted to, work fun. All right. And then,
Swipe up for filters.
swipe up for some filters. Maybe I want to make it cool. Go back. And then at the top here, you can see I could rotate it. I could do some stickers. They have a few stickers, like you could put the time on there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Or the emojis.
Right.
They don't have a ton of them, maybe they're going to
Get
do
more
some more
sticker
right?
packs and things.
And then there's the text tool. You could type something, or the pencil tool. You could write a little note.
Right.
And then when you're done with it, you're going to click the send arrow.
Okay.
And then you're going to pick the person that you want to send it to and send
Nice.
it off.
Really nice.
Yeah. So now let me get back into the camera here. One thing, if I wanted to take a video, I just wanted to show you just tap and hold, and then it's going to start taking a little video.
Just like Snapchat,
Right.
Instagram.
Yep. So if I play
Facebook,
it, it's a
they're all
little
the same.
video. It's kind of fun.
Very
it's kind
nice.
of fun. It's kind of fun to have this nice little camera right within your messaging phone calling app.
For sure.
Right.
Really nice.
Now we're going to go ahead and look at another kind of Snapchatty Instagram feature that they just added within the last year.
Yes.
Status.
They have statuses. Now there's two kinds of status. One we're going to look at later when we look at settings. Okay, that's the old status.
Okay.
That's going to show up under the name. But we're going to look at this tab on the bottom on the left called status. And this is really like doing a little story.
Right.
But they're calling it a status. Mm-hmm. So if I go in
you can see at the top it says your status.
Yeah, there's your status. And if you tap on it, oops, I did that kind of quick. There's your status. You can either edit it, or you can take a new picture to it, or you can tap on it and you can go into it. Mm-hmm. And then you can see what you were doing. And the status updates stay for 24 hours and disappear, just like the stories.
Instagram,
Yep. And
you
then
can have more than one play.
Right. And you can go in and you can see who's seen it. So you can tap down here and you can see who's seen it.
Yep.
Okay. And then this is showing, here's what you were doing yesterday at 3:30, and then here 3:34,
Right,
and it's a
yep.
picture, and it's got some text, which is
Yep.
kind of nice. If I go back to the list, you can see all the other people
Yep.
in my list. So if I, for example, tap on Liam's, here's a video status update.
Right, hanging
So
with Finn.
he's
Yep.
done a video. And then here's the WhatsApp one. So it says, here, welcome to the new WhatsApp status app.
Yeah.
And again, you can tap to continue. You can edit videos, post photos, videos, GIFs, and they disappear after 24 hours. You can share them with
their
your contacts. You can control who sees them in the privacy
which we'll look at
settings.
in a minute.
And go ahead and try it, it says. So,
Yeah.
and to do it, if you notice when you were in the camera, once you take a picture,
Okay.
and you go to send, you can add it to your status.
Right.
So let's put it in your status, and now you can see we have 3 things in my status.
Right, now I'm really statused up.
You're statused up now. People are going to really know what you're doing. So it's a great fun feature.
So you can tell by looking at it that if I scroll, there aren't very many of my contacts that are using them yet.
Right.
So I think it's a new feature
very
that
new.
might not have caught on yet.
Right.
So let's all start using it and get it going, right?
Fun.
So now we're going to look at settings.
Yep.
So it's the gear icon down here in the bottom dock. I tap on that. The first one is sort of your about. Now look at that. It says my name, Karen McKay, at the gym. That's
liar.
Yeah. I'm always at the gym. That's why I look so fantastic, right? That's your old status, and we'll show you how to do that in a second. But if I tap on that, this is kind of your about.
Right.
This is where I could edit, and I could put a new picture in, change your name, here's your phone number, and here's your status. If I tap here, I could change it to, at school, at the movies. Yeah. They're kind of fun and silly.
Yeah. And they show up in the contacts list. So when you go to choose to call someone, send someone, chat them, you're going to see, battery's about to die. Well, maybe I can't get a hold of them, and that's why.
If I go to chat and I go to search,
Actually, no, just do new. Yeah.
It'll show you their stats. Most people haven't changed them. Most people say, hey there, I'm using WhatsApp, right?
Right. But, and when you download the app, that's what it defaults to.
Yep. But you have battery about to die. Maybe,
right.
Somebody would want to know that if they're trying to get a hold of you, right?
Right.
So that's kind of your little about, which is similar to other things you've seen before. The next one is starred messages, and these are kind of cool. If I tap on this, these are messages that I've saved, and they're individual messages. This is easy to do. If I go back out here and I go down to a chat, and I'm going to go into a thread, and I'm going to go ahead and pick one to save. If I tap and hold on the message, you see this pop-up menu comes up, and I'm going to hit this star. All right, so that saved it. So now if I go back into my settings, into my starred messages, there it is.
Oh, I love that feature.
So you might, here's one we get out at Dubai. That's when we were traveling in Tokyo on the subway. That was our stop.
Yeah.
So I wanted to save that and keep that.
Yeah,
so
you want to find it quickly.
Wherever I was, I could know where am I getting off.
Right.
So they're kind of fun. Maybe you want to save ones that you enjoy looking at, or they have useful information.
I hate that someone will send me something in a text, and then you got to go back and try to find it,
and you don't know where it is.
Right. I love that feature.
Yeah, it is a nice feature.
I wish I could do that everywhere.
The next one's kind of fun too. It's the WhatsApp web desktop, and they've kind of done a fun little way of logging into WhatsApp on your computer.
Okay.
Instead of using your username and sign in, what you're going to do is scan a QR code. So you can see here that I've already logged in onto a computer. So I'm going to go ahead and do a new one. So if you haven't done it at all, I'm going to go ahead and tap on scan QR code. If you haven't done it at all, this is the screen you'll see.
Yep.
And it says where to go, the web address to go, web.whatsapp.com. And then you take your phone and you line it up on the QR code that will be on the screen, and boom, you'll be online. And then you can use WhatsApp
on your computer, which is great. You get to work, you're sitting at your desk,
Yeah, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of a fun way to do it instead of you using your username and password.
Right.
Now we're going to move on to the account.
Right. So we go into the account section, and here's where we have privacy and security.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do a lot of setting up.
Serious stuff. So you can go ahead and you can explore this. Yes. You have a lot of different options. You can also block contacts if there's somebody who's gotten a hold of you and you don't want them to be able to. You can block them. Who can see your status?
Yep.
Okay. That was one that we were looking at. You know, only share it with my contacts except maybe a certain few people. Yeah. You don't want them to know. Maybe you're Christmas shopping or birthday shopping for someone. You don't want them to know where you are. Yeah. Only share with select contacts, so maybe just your family and close friends.
So you can do that with all those things, like your profile picture and your about.
Yeah, you can say who gets to see it. Nobody, just my contacts or everyone.
It is nice.
It's really nice. And here's where you can turn off those read receipts.
Yep.
But know that if it's in a group chat, you can't turn them off.
I know.
So those groups, once you look, everybody's going to know you saw them.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we're going to go back out and take a look at
security.
Yep. So here, everything
security.
is secured with end-to-end encryption, but you can also show security notifications to receive these notifications whenever somebody's security code has changed.
Yep, right.
It's a very
and I don't think we mentioned that in the intro about WhatsApp. It's very secure, encrypted. Only you and the sender can see your message. Not even WhatsApp can see it.
Right. It's encrypted, end-to-end encryption.
Right.
Yeah,
it's kind
very
of nice.
Here's where you can go into, you can add two-step verification if you want to make it even more secure.
Change your phone number.
Change your phone number. They have a way to migrate, which is really nice if you're going to go to a new phone. And then you can delete your account altogether.
Right. Don't do that, please.
No, it's really nice though that they have that so clear. It's so hard to find in some places
I know.
if you want to get rid of it.
Chat settings.
Next thing is your chat settings. Now this is really cool because you can do wallpaper to your chats.
Right.
Yeah. So you can come in here and you can pick from wallpaper library. So there are all these cool looking backgrounds that you can pick. So let's go ahead and pick that one for now and set it. You can also pick one of your photos. So you can go into your photos and you can find a picture that you want to put up there.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and leave it that, or you have solid colors. And let's just go over to the chats tab now and take a look at what that looks like. And you can see there's that background we put in.
If you scroll, it's just the whole background.
It just stays there. Yeah, it's just static in the background.
It's kind of fun little feature.
I love that feature.
Too.
And you can reset it if you want to reset it back to normal. You can save to camera roll.
And this is confusing when I first started using WhatsApp because it defaults to this. And any picture that you send or that is sent to you will go into your camera roll, including things like Bitmojis and things like that.
Why would you want that?
And why don't you show them the album that it creates?
Oh, right. So if we go into, we're going to go out and into our Photos app. Oh, there we go. I already had it up there. All right, here's our Photos app.
All the way at the bottom.
All the way to the bottom. And we've got a WhatsApp folder.
Right. It does. Now, it creates that automatically.
Right. That's nice.
But know that it also, of course, puts it in your all photos if you're on an iPhone. So it gets kind of confusing because you're like, where did that photo come from?
Right. And you may not want it, especially the Bitmojis and the stickers. Like, who wants that?
I know.
So let's go back into whoopsie. So
WhatsApp.
Sorry. Let's go back into WhatsApp.
Yep.
And the next thing is...
So you can turn that off?
You can turn it off, right. And then they'll just stay within the messaging and you can save the ones that you want.
Yeah, that's probably
tapping
what I would
and
do.
holding on the image. You can back up your chat to iCloud. That's really nice.
You can do an auto backup or you can just do it every once in a while, however you want to do it.
Right. Include videos or not.
Yep.
Okay. And then the next one we have is notifications.
Yep. And these are just notifications, you turn them on or off, obviously, right? No notifications on, and you can change the sound, which is nice. And you can do the same thing, turn on or off group notifications and do the sound. Maybe you want a different sound for group ones. Who knows?
Right.
In-app notifications, these are really the banner alerts or regular alerts that are going to come up on your iPhone or Android.
Right. And that may look a little different on your Android because they're a little different notifications.
You can do show preview, and what this means is if I have this on, it will say WhatsApp notification and at the beginning of the notification. So if you want to be more private, it would just, you turn this off and it would just say WhatsApp notification.
Okay.
So, and then you can, here's a nice reset. I think the settings here are super nice, the way they do that.
They are nice.
And then you have data and storage usage. It's going to show you now for photos, audio, video, documents, you can go into any of these and say, only on Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi and cellular or never.
Right, which is really nice. So if you're traveling internationally, you probably want to just keep it on Wi-Fi.
Right. You don't want to ever go into your cellular plan and start paying the international fee.
That's right.
Right. So it's nice that that it breaks it out into so many different areas.
It does.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of control.
Right, and then call settings allows you to, if you're out and about and you need to use it to make calls, you could turn this on so it'll use less data. It does an encryption or a compression of your call so that you wouldn't use up as much data.
And it won't sound as good.
Right.
But you could, if that's what you want to do. Network usage, you can see what has been using, your network, what you've been sending and receiving, what's been using up all the usage.
Right. So you can get an idea of what it takes, which is nice.
And the same thing with storage.
Right.
Which threads have the most pictures and are taking up the most room.
I'm at the top.
Yeah.
Yay.
No, you're not. Van Essen.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, gone.
Close. Very close.
You're number
two.
So that's that setting. And then we have help, which is great, just to have this help so easily found.
Isn't that nice?
Sometimes it's so hard to find the help.
Yes.
You can go to, FAQs or contact them, read their terms and policies and licenses. It's just really a nice feature, I think. And then tell a friend, if I tap on that, you could invite someone to join WhatsApp by mail, message, or things like that.
Yeah.
So,
that's really nice.
I just really think that WhatsApp is a great app, and we first learned about it when we traveled abroad, and our friends were like, "Oh, you got to get WhatsApp because then you don't have to use your international plan."
Right.
And it's nice because it has everything together in it: and the messaging, the phone calling, the video chat.
Right. Like you could, if you had an iPhone, you could do the same thing with messages.
Yeah,
But
right.
you'd have to use messages.
Right.
You'd have to use FaceTime.
And somebody else would have to have an iPhone.
Right.
Doesn't
What
work
if
with
it's an
Android?
Android? Right.
So it
And-
just kind of puts everything in one handy app.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. And with 1 billion users all over the world,
Yeah.
you're covered with WhatsApp.
Yep. Well, thanks for watching our video today. We so love making these videos and bringing you this free content, but we do need your support.
Right. So how can you support us? First of all, don't skip the commercials. That's how any creator makes money on YouTube. Like our video, share it with your friends, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And another great way is to go to our website using the link on the screen and shop through our Amazon link. Same secure Amazon shopping that you love at no extra cost, but it really helps support us to bring you these great videos.
Right. So thanks for learning with us and thanks for supporting us.